Yeah, well, it is what it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin Fanfiction Amphitheater 9005, episode 40. Just gonna be us tonight.
The boys.
But I will make sure to specifically ping out Aura, C8, and any other rapscallions. Like a Jin, I guess.
Isley, I suppose. Nexus.
We could just let them die.
We could, but I want them to suffer.
Yeah.
Alright, so... I'm frightened, but I want to see it anyway. Morbius.
Oh no. Are you gonna morb, Sneaky?
I might be Morbin.
No, fuck, he's about to morb.
You know, the worst part is that looked like it was gonna be like an okay. Like, I'm not saying it was gonna be a great movie, but it looked like it was gonna be okay. Like, it looked like they had some idea what you're supposed to do with Morbius.
God damn it. There are zero results for Morbius.
Maybe it's
No.
stuck in comics.
Hang on.
I mean, maybe, but at least
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
Oh
results.
yeah, it's stuck in Marvel.
Oh, it would be under Marvel, that's right.
Ugh.
Yeah. Or apparently Doctor Who. Morbius is furry from 2002. That's great.
The hell have I missed?
We are
The
going to
fuck?
morb great.
Where the fuck are they? What's fucking Marvel?
Marvel itself. Give me a second.
Is it just Avengers?
No. It's under Marvel specifically. I think that's under comics.
Okay.
Yeah, comics Marvel.
Jesus Christ. Ironheart. Oh god, Ironheart. Jesus Christ. So, are you guys all aware of Ironheart?
Nope.
Why would I be?
That's a great
Is
question.
that the World War II steampunk mech thing?
No.
Then no. Probably not.
Atin, are you aware of Ironheart?
The only thing I knew about was the World War II mech thing, so I don't know.
So Ironheart is the successor to Tony Stark's Iron Man.
Oh yeah, no, that thing got canceled, so who cares?
Because it's just so funny. The entire plot's just like, we're making a black Iron Man so people can't call us racist. Oh, really? Well, how'll that go? Well, first she's gonna break into Tony Stark's lab and steal all of his technology. Oh, so she's gonna become a hero by thievery as a black person. Yeah, you're really fighting the racism.
I mean, listen. I like the idea of stealing from Iron Man just to piss Tony Stark off.
Oh, don't get me
So I'm
wrong,
fine
I
with
find
that.
that hilarious. It's just the whole... They were
Yes,
very
I
racist
know,
with
I
the whole
know.
thing.
Yes.
And like, her origin story is even better. She's in school, right? She's in like elementary school or something. And her female teacher is going around being like, all right, kids, tell me what you want to be when you grow up. And everyone's like, oh, astronaut, oh, politician. And all that shit. And the teacher's like, oh, yeah, I believe you will. You all try hard and you will. And she finally gets the Williams. And yeah, I also made her name pronounced Ree.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know who approved of this. story, but
I mean,
Based, to be honest.
listen. It's probably the same people who made the diversity sheet over at Marvel, at
Blizzard. Yeah,
Blizzard. Like, listen,
probably.
listen. I've said it before. Diversity can be really, really interesting. Like, for better or for worse, Kamala Khan's one of the more interesting characters out there, or at least before they went super hard left. Like, it's like, oh, what's this? It's a teenager. It's a teenage Muslim female superhero in the middle of America. It's like, all right, this is actually interesting. Where are you gonna go with this story? And for a while, it was kind of like Spider-Man, like in terms of like friendly neighborhood superhero stuff, right? Like
Yeah, and then
old
they had the
Spider-Man when they
Nazi
focused.
issue.
Mm.
But for
Mm.
like,
We'll get
but
into
for
that in a
like a
second.
year or two, it was actually really interesting. Like my point being that
Oh
when
yeah,
you
like
just
the unlike
told
the
the
Amazing Squirrel
story,
Girl reboot, her art wasn't that bad, and her story was middling.
no, there was some good stuff in the Squirrel Girl reboot.
Yeah, but the Squirrel Girl reboot had terrible fucking art.
Yes, yes,
Everyone looked like fucking demented incest abominations.
yes. But even then, it had some decent storytelling. But then it started going really, 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 really hard. Like we've all seen that. We all know what happened there. Not much point talking about it. But my point is, don't fucking do not become Blizzard with your diversity chart because like not only have you have not only succeeded in pissing off people who hate token diversity efforts, you've also succeeded in pissing off the people who hate bad storytelling. Because when you make token diversity efforts, it pretty much only ever is going to get you bad storytelling
Well,
because it's a
they
character
also
being
ended
made
up
to fill
they also ended
a
up pissing off
box.
all of the people who wanted the token characters because it corporatized them, which
Well,
made
it's
them
not just corporatizing
realize.
that.
Well, no,
Generally speaking, Sneaky, people don't want token character. Like, they want
no.
more.
You're not understanding where I'm coming from. So it pissed off multiple groups, is what you're saying.
Yes.
And I'm saying yes.
Yep.
But it also pissed off the group that wanted this diversity quota in the first place, because in their minds, the diversity quota was going to make more diverse people in the whatevers, right? But they
Yes.
didn't, for some reason, they didn't connect, there being more black people and Indians and Muslims and whatever else to the company is going to try and monetize it. And they got angry at the company for trying to monetize diversity.
Yes.
And it's like, no shit. What else are they going to do? They're a company.
I knew their job to make a profit.
Yes.
But
Me carefully memorizing the diversity chart so I can be the most offensive.
indeed. But yeah, anyway, so Ironheart, yeah, so her teacher was going around asking everyone what they wanted to do in the future, and Riri was like, I want to be an astronaut. And the teacher's like, oh, okay, I believe if you study hard, you'll make it to an astronaut. And I shit you not, these are actual lines. Riri starts reeing and demands that the teacher tell her that she can't do it. And the teacher's really fucking confused. And
For good
Riri
reasons.
keeps reeing and demanding that the teacher tell her that she can't do it. To which the teacher finally, like, confusingly acquiesces of like, alright, fine, Riri, I don't believe in you. And she's like, ha, fuck you, teacher, I'm gonna prove you wrong, I'll become the best astronaut. And it's just like, that's her motivation? That's her origin of motivation? Like, cause that was like an origin flashback thing. And it's just like, what the
That sounds so dumb.
How does that...
Listen.
It is.
Listen, the less time you spend on this stuff, the better off you are, I promise you.
Yeah, but last time I spent reading fucking Marvel comics. Ugh.
This is back in the day when I used to watch Zach the comic guy.
Yeah, don't watch him.
Why? What's wrong with him?
He's generally just a fucking whiner.
Yeah, more or less, but it was content back in the day when I didn't have content.
Yeah, but like, listen, he is occasionally right about some things, but most of the time he is needlessly flying off the handle and just trying to generate clicks by pissing people off.
Well, yeah. Obviously.
Who isn't?
Like-
Let's be real here.
That was the whole point. And then, yeah, Miss Marvel, the new Miss Marvel, the Muslim Miss Marvel, which, again, that's another thing, is I wish they would just stop reusing names. So,
Yeah, like, frankly, I wish they'd just given her any other set of powers. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, well, first of all, there's 2 Miss Marvels.
Yeah.
Which is there's 2 Miss Marvels with 2 sets of powers, which is its own confusing. Like, regardless of who you're doing or what story you're telling, that's annoying and confusing.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's like anything else, is you gotta always make sure everyone's names are different. It's like, yes, the realistic nature of there being 2 people named Frank, with living within 2 miles of each other is pretty high. But the narrative nature of that happening is confusing and frustrating, and it's like, oh, well, I don't mean Frank DeVello, I mean Frank DeVito. It's like, well, like, if you just say DeVito, then you have to indicate which DeVito you're talking about, because he's probably got a family.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, just don't have 2 characters named Frank, just don't have 2 characters named Batman, just don't have 2 characters named Superman. You have one Batman, and yeah, it's played by different actors and gets rebooted along the way, but it's still Bruce Wayne, the Batman.
Yeah, I would just say every time there's been a Batman, it's just been like, right? Have we had like 3 Spider-Mans in 20 years? Yes, but it's always been Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's also always been Peter Parker usually.
Yes.
The whole non-Peter Parker Spider-Man was only recent.
I mean, Miles isn't that new.
Yeah, but he's still a token character.
He definitely started as a token character. They've actually done a lot.
Yeah, but they
except for his
re-tokenized
new-
him recently by making him into every single other hero.
Yes.
Which,
That
by
was...
the way, is also an amazing bout of racism, because when they made him into Thor, they made him put graffiti on the Rainbow Bridge and on the Mjolnir.
No, like graffiti's been a big thing in Miles's character for a really long time. Like, I get what you're saying, Sneaky, but it's been a thing that Miles's character does for like a really long time.
I know, but that's still very tokenized, shall we say. Like that's just unfortunately what happens when you use stereotypes for a character, and when those characters have stereotypes. It's something I've complained about in the past before about me and other shit, edgy people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So Miss Marvel, the Muslim one. Thanks, SJWs. Gotta differentiate them somehow, so I gotta say the Muslim one. Yeah,
Of course.
she had an issue where one of the issues, I'm talking about comic book issues, not issues.
A problem?
Yeah, not problem issues, comic book issues. One of her comic book issues was
Also a problem.
where her friends turned into secret Nazis and were secretly imprisoning people in their underground concentration camp, and they recruited Miss Marvel to help capture people committing pre-crime.
Ah, scheiße. Hans, did you tell the damn Muslims about the secret underground camp yet? Why?
And yeah, so they were breaking into houses,
no.
and she was capturing
Bruh.
people who hadn't committed crimes yet,
Bruh.
and
Yeah,
putting them in the secret underground concentration camp where they would be tortured into not committing crimes.
Marvel went through like a whole phase where they're like, what if we have our heroes be edgy? and put people right. They help save people by putting people in jail before they can commit crime. I'm like, oh, this is never where you want to go. Like, this is never where you want to go, guys.
Somebody go attach a generator to Orwell's
Hey, remember the
corpse,
Minority Report? Let's do that.
Hell yeah.
So, Max, before we get started, I guess we're gonna do Naruto today. Max, have you
Yeah.
seen or followed anything with the Eminence in Shadow?
The what?
Eminence in Shadow?
I've heard of that.
It's so good.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
It's a light
there's
novel manga series that's
Yeah.
that's gonna get an anime.
I think is it next season?
what's it
Wait,
about?
is this the one? Hang on.
Yeah?
Is this the one where an isekai world made an organization to kill isekai protags before they became
No,
a problem?
no.
No, that's a different
no.
series.
So Eminence
No, that's
in
the Executioner
Shadow.
and her way of life, which that's actually turning out to be really good.
No, the Eminence in Shadow is the one where a guy gets isekai'd because he was doing some really stupid mana training program in our world, that doesn't have mana. And when he got isekai'd, he's like, oh shit, I've been isekai'd. Time to be this most edgy, McEdgy, mysterious shonen protagonist possible, and like goes out of his way to be as, like basically as Kirito portrayed poorly as possible.
Yeah. As chuny as possible.
And-
good.
And at one point, he just makes shit up. He just starts making shit up, like he
Yeah.
saves some woman, he's like, yes, I am
Just like-
secretly fighting against the demon resurrection cult, and
Yeah,
their goal
it's-
is to resurrect the demon lord. And it turns out everything he says is right,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
he's
no.
just making it all up.
It's not just
great.
one time, it's several times. Like, he consistently makes shit up, and it's on fucking point every time.
Like at one point,
it's amazing.
I hope the author ends it with it was all a death-fueled fever dream.
That's possible.
Considering the MC deliberately jumped in front of a car to get isekai'd.
I'm reading the plot summary. During one of his
great.
training sessions, he encountered magic, except it was actually the headlights of a car.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
It's absolutely great.
All right.
It gets even better because it's like he like throws a knife at a map one time in front of his new cult that's sprung up around him. And he's like, I will head to this location. He's like, all right, now I'm just gonna I'll go check it out or whatever. But there's gonna be nothing there. I literally just threw a knife at a random spot on the map. It turns out that's where their secret base was and shit.
It's so stupid yet so amusing.
Is at the point where he starts going like, "Oh no, this could be a problem."
No,
he
he just
realizes
keeps rolling with
moment.
it. He's like, this is
Yeah.
great. I love it.
He's
All
such a
right.
chuny, and he's living his power fantasy that he doesn't realize he's just being amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. He also accidentally trolls the financial system of an entire city.
Yeah.
Like, literally collapsing the entire economy just for the hell of it. Accidentally, mind you.
Yes.
It is so good. You guys should go read the manga.
It's great.
I have linked
Yeah.
it. It is
Yeah.
a recommend just because it's so dumb.
Yeah, it's like a 9 out of 10, honestly.
It really is. It's great.
Also, the waifus are great.
Yeah, that too.
Delta best girl.
But anyway, another time. Naruto.
Sasuke!
That one looks lame. Naruto, what if Jiraiya traveled back in time? Jiraiya accidentally travels back in time after he died while fighting pain. How do you accidentally travel back in time after dying?
Mm.
Oh.
To
He
be
goes
fair,
back to the
if
night
there were
Naruto-
characters that could do that, it would be the Seal Masters.
That's fair.
What have I missed?
He goes back in time to the night Naruto was born and takes him in. They travel together, and Jiraiya teaches Naruto early on. Naruto becomes OP, and when he's old enough, Jiraiya enrolls him in the Ninja Academy. Opinions?
Bruh.
Eh.
I mean, yeah, it's not super interesting to me. Time travel is kind of.
I
Kinda
mean, you
boring.
don't need the time travel aspect, and the only thing you can play off of this would be Jiraiya finally does his job as a godfather out of a crushing sense of guilt from dying before teaching Naruto anything worthwhile.
Yeah.
Fucking good, I say. Jiraiya needs a crushing sense of guilt for being a deadbeat. Like, listen, if there's anyone who's an actual piece of shit in the Naruto universe, it's Jiraiya.
Kinda, yeah, actually.
Cause like, on some level, he
I
had
like that
to
we're
have known.
putting literal war criminals under Jiraiya there, by the way.
Hmm?
Jiraiya's worse than the war criminals, thanks to the way you worded that.
Absolutely.
You make
no,
a valid
no,
point.
like,
However,
no, like,
people
consider
are
the
willing
following.
to acknowledge that the war criminals are bad.
The
Like,
war criminals knew exactly what they were doing, and they did it having no remorse whatsoever.
they're, and more importantly, the story doesn't ever try to paint them in a good light.
Yeah, that too.
That's not true.
Okay, it tries to paint some of them in a good light.
That's not true.
It tries to paint some of them in a good light.
What war criminal is being painted in a good light besides Sasuke?
Orochimaru,
Itachi?
Sasuke,
When was
Wait,
Itachi.
Orochimaru. When does it try
They-
to paint Orochimaru in a good light?
The fourth Ninja War, and then going into Boruto.
Oh, Boruto doesn't count. That's not fucking canon.
We get Kabuto's crap, the second Hokage, is it the third? Which one was Onoki?
Who
Third
is the
Tsuchikage.
Tsuchikage?
Yeah.
Third Suchi.
The fourth Raikage? There's a lot of war criminals that are given a positive light throughout Naruto. So
Well, considering that I don't remember any of them, I say they failed. So it doesn't
oh yeah,
matter.
no, they failed spectacularly because at the end of the day, they're still war criminals who often
Orochimaru
did
won
not feel
Moonbird.
bad about what they
Yes.
did. They just kind of like shrugged and said, "Water under the bridge," right? Instead of trying to actually make up for it.
All right. So that aside, my point there is of the people that are actually portrayed as good people. Jiraiya is one of the biggest pieces of shit because he came back to the village often enough that he had to like he had to know that this however fucking old Naruto was he wasn't being like abused, but he was not being treated well, and more importantly, he was making him live on his own.
Not only that, like, you could use a lot of excuses of, oh, he's a spy master, he's got to keep moving, getting reports from his spies. It's like, okay, yeah, maybe, sure. That doesn't mean when he comes back to the village, he can't, check up on Naruto and take him out and shit. And if you really want to be like, oh, well, we can't let Jiraiya's association with Naruto get out, because then people would start being like, wait a second, Minato, Jiraiya, blonde hair, blue eyes. And you could just be like, oh, well, yeah, he's just checking up on the seal and making sure that the Jinchuriki is, not gonna go insane. It's like super easy cover. Barely any effort.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, it's really hard to defend Jiraiya's actions as far as his responsibility because he is Naruto's godfather. I'm pretty sure Minato said, "Hey, I want you to take care of this kid at some point,"
100%.
and he didn't.
Yeah. Also, the whole idea of appointing a godfather in the Naruto universe would have a lot more,
Importance?
Wait.
importance, yeah, importance, because of how often Ninja died. So like the whole manner of like appointing someone as a godfather is like, I'm probably going to die within the next 5 years, and my son will be left fatherless. I need you to be a father to him when I die. Not if I die, when I die.
I trust you so much that I'm willing to give you my offspring, essentially.
Effectively, yeah. And so it's not like the wish-washy thing that we do in this modern era where it's like, oh, I appoint you as the godfather. Oh, I'm the godfather. It's like, what are your expected duties as a modern godfather? Fucking nothing, because no one expects the parents to die.
Also, I looked at the story below the time travel one because
Yeah.
gamer Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy is apparently earning at least like $400 a month on this on his Patreon.
Is he really?
Yeah, Isley, we don't talk about those.
He's earning. He only has 600 fucking favorites, and he's earning $400.
Yeah. Yeah, he has 33 patrons.
Jesus, fuck! They're each
Yeah.
donating over $10.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Gray, this is what I'm talking about. Come on.
Look, yeah, like Sneaky told Lupine fucking years ago, right? Just gonna promote it, put your Patreon in every fucking update, and suddenly, cash, money. People are too retarded to know better, right?
Pretty much. I mean, you also have to update at a certain rate, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, this guy is writing fucking 1,500 word chapters. So, like, if even that, honestly.
Hey, that's pretty based.
Oh, no. Damn. I mean, yeah, also, like, setting up tiers and, like, actual,
Oh, I know the whole tiers,
proper
like the
thing.
hustle, making it hustle is definitely a part of gaining Patreons. The only problem I have with doing a hustle on Gray's page is the fact that I have not the slightest fucking idea what I would possibly even be able to offer.
Well, just rip off other people, like, exclusive Discord roles or other things like that.
I mean, I guess
It's not hard. Also, maybe like well, maybe early access for chapters, I guess. But since you guys update once every blue moon, but drop
Yeah,
like a
that's the
whole
other
ass novel on
problem. Is, yeah,
people, that doesn't really work.
Yeah, fairly slow update rate, which is probably
Yeah,
which is pretty much why I've held off on doing any sort of real hustle.
yeah, like yeah. If I were you guys, I would try to update more often and try to actually monetize it. But I mean,
Yeah, that's what it is.
that's just me.
In Naruto, with the gamer systems, a man that never found his purpose in life, even at his last moments in his deathbed with his family surrounding him, well, I mean, he clearly did find a purpose. He felt an emptiness in his heart, and with deep regrets, he closed his eyes for one last time, or so he thought. You can support me and read up to 16 chapters on Patreon.
No.
Wow, 16 chapters. That's something else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the currently his highest Patreon tier is 20 chapters ahead of the web novel updates. So yeah, that's fairly substantial.
I mean, hey man, when you're,
What?
mean, like, look, when you're writing 1.5k word chapters, yeah, it's easy to be like, oh, get the next 5 chapters early. It's like, yeah, no fucking shit to the next 5 chapters
Yeah,
early. That's effectively a single chapter.
exactly.
But yeah, I just don't. Neither Gray nor I write in a way that is easily broken into little 1,000 word snippets.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you should, do that. Well, I mean, you could, but you know, keeping up creative integrity and all that is a bit difficult.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
In that way,
It's
but
as I
like,
always tell Max, curse me and my need to have actual integrity.
yeah, I think
Oh yeah,
like
no, having strong morals is like a hindrance in some cases in modern society.
yeah. If
Oh,
you find like a
it's a
sweet
massive
spot,
hindrance.
like I don't know, bi-weekly 5K, 10K chapters, then I mean,
Yeah.
even that's probably a bit much. But I mean, it depends. Like, I think you guys would be able to easily monetize your stories with a bit of thinking behind it. But if
Oh,
that's not up to me, that's up to you guys.
sure, no, absolutely, and I think honestly, if we did with a weekly or once every 2 weeks, 5K chapter, certainly be
Yeah.
within abilities.
Yeah.
It would certainly be less for me to edit, and
True.
probably get it through a little bit faster, and Gray would probably get
Yeah.
a bit better feedback.
Also true.
It really comes down to Gray at the end of the day, and he doesn't want to do it, so.
Yeah, no, fair enough. It's just possibilities there, but I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Naruto! Oh, here's a classic, guys. Naruto, the Rise of the Uzumaki! Yeah, there's like
Oh god.
There's so many
there's
of
like
them.
several hundred of these stories,
Hang on,
all with the
if I
exact
just
same title.
if I search for the exact title, let's see. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay. There's a lot in different variations, obviously, but
Yeah.
good God.
This is a very original fanfiction. The Path of Loss awakens a power dormant in Naruto. A lost legacy once wielded by his mother. Now he just strives to become the person he was meant to be. And from the ashes will rise the clan once feared and respected by all. I mean, hey, I say cringe, but at least the author has 9K word chapters going for them, so that's cool. Good for them. 15 chapters over the course of the past 2 years. Not as great.
Not super impressive, but I mean, could do a lot worse.
Yep, could do a lot worse.
Yeah, there's 29 stories matching Rise of the Uzumaki in title,
Jesus Christ.
and 259 matching in title and summary. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Pain.
Scarlet Justice. This is a story of growth, a story of self-confidence, a story of pride, a story of
And prejudice.
power, a story of ages for the ages, a story of triumph, a journey through the old world towards a new goal. Welcome to the moment in history with the birth of the legend herself, Lilith Carolina Kobayashi.
That's a name.
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, I feel like we have
Those
to
are
look at this.
words.
Oh yeah, almost 600k words, 26 reviews, 50 follows, 49 favorites.
Yeah, wow.
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 This is like not even 4 months old, Sneaky.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Yeah. There's literally like 4 different reviewers, by the way. One person wrote half the reviews himself.
49. Like, can you imagine writing 600,000 words and you get 49 favorites? Like, bruh, I think you
That's
really...
just depressing.
Yeah.
1 favorite every 12,000 words. Like, I mean, depending on the section, like if you write for something that's completely dead, then yeah, I guess that makes sense. But in fucking Naruto, yikes.
That means that you fucked up.
Yeah, like those fandoms, you can, if as long as your idea is coherent half the time, you get like a couple hundred at minimum.
Yeah. Like, I mean, the last story we looked at, The Rise of Uzumaki, that's a 1.2k favorites, 1.5k follows over 2 years. Like, I don't know, even a year and a half.
Like, look at all those those Naruto in high school fics. Like those things get like a fair amount of favors and follows somehow.
Yeah.
It's
You know
not hard.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, you just looked right. 450 a month.
Yeah.
Uh, you know,
I mean, he also does make his minimum $5, which is kind of cringe.
true.
Ours is
Literally, the
$1.
lowest you can go.
nothing.
Yeah, the only tier is $1.
Which you can totally donate more than $1.
Yeah.
It's
Just very few people will.
yeah, just very few people will, and it's totally understandable. It's like there's not much else we can add at the moment.
Most of them did like $5.
Huh.
Only one person did like $5.
No.
Yeah, well, you have 10 patrons and $15 in income currently,
Yeah.
if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
because a lot of them have gone away.
Mm.
No, we had about 10 entire time.
Yeah, so that's one doing $6, the rest doing one, or whatever combination of the numbers.
We used to make $13 and then we updated, and now we make $15.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Hello, Tojo.
Hello.
Time to read Naruto with the gamer system and see why you're paying $450 for it.
Naruto opens the Forbidden Scroll, and it's Morbin time.
Indeed. Turns out that there is no Morbius fanfics as far as we could.
So I heard. So I heard.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
listen, that's a good thing.
I disagree.
True.
Morbius
I don't
Morbius
care.
is
Well, be the
fucking
change you
blessing
want
on
to
this
see
world.
then.
I will. I will. He's
Yeah.
going to actually. The name of the story will be Morbin time.
Should.
You are
should
cursed.
make
Stand
it,
back,
you should make
guys.
it a
Alright,
Naruto.
I'm
just
going
to
to Morb.
really mess with people, you have to stick it in the Power Rangers section.
Why?
It's mighty.
No, make it a Power
It's
Rangers
mighty
crossover.
Morbin time.
Okay, that's
I
amazing.
hate you,
Yeah,
Max.
dude, that was good.
Go Morbin Rangers.
Oh, real quick, just sneaky. I thought you would find this fucking hilarious, but Juicy and I were talking the other night when I was like shit faced, and I proposed to him. What if, like, you know how in Ruby they have like the faunus and shit, and they like supposedly like oppress and all that. What if there's like an Uncle Ruckus character for the faunus, who's like a complete Uncle Tom and is like, I love the humans, I love the schnees. And he goes to like white fang rallies and throws bricks at them. He's like, we were better under the humans.
See, that would only work if the faunus were actually being racialized, which they aren't, so it doesn't work.
But we can change that.
Together, we can fix this. For only a
Together
small
we can
donation
make
of
racism real.
1 brick a month. You can make racism real. Oh, God.
He's gonna be like Turos or Taros or whatever that animal's name was. Things were better under the schnees, I say.
Oh,
that'd be
also, that
funny.
was another thing that I never really understood in Ruby, where they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna call the faunus animals, and it's gonna be a racial moment, and it's like, okay, yeah, but the people that they're calling animals are terrorists.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not exactly being racist to someone who's completely innocent. You're not like, oh yeah, that farmer over there is an animal. He's like, no, those terrorists over there that shoot children are fucking animals. It's like, yeah, we call terrorists animals here too, especially when they shoot children.
Or are Russians.
It's not. I don't know. I'm not really seeing the racism in that.
Honestly, fucking, it's really weird, and like I can't help but maybe think that they did this intentionally. But they're like, all the faunists are complaining there's discrimination and racism everywhere, and then you watch the show and like there's none of it, and you're like, part of it's like, wow, maybe they forgot to do it. But another part of me is like, what if this is like intentional? Because like these guys are just like making up problems, like they're imagining their own like oppression or something. I don't know.
You are giving Miles and Carrie far too much credit.
Probably, but it'd be really funny if
Yeah,
that were the case.
no. In this instance, they're fairly like they're genuinely left. Like I could see that in a show where like the creators have an actual sense of humor and they're like poking fun at the whole thing. I could see that. But Miles and Carrie do not have a sense of humor. They do not have the writing ability to do anything intentionally, and they're also fairly left-leaning.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
But you do have to keep in mind that every single time the left does something, they are accidentally more racist than the people they're protesting against.
I could be way more racist than them. What? I don't believe it.
I don't know. Can
Gotta
you
step up.
accidentally portray certain minority groups as terroristic thieves?
I
And-
sure can. They're called Khajiit. And the minority group are Romanians.
Based.
It's okay. We can get
Sorry,
away
anyways.
with Romanian racism here.
Yes.
True.
I have a friend who
Romanians
yelled
don't
at me
exist.
for saying they were gypsy, and I was like, "What? It's the actual phrase." And she's like, "No, it's racist." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's been the phrase for years."
No,
Pretty sure they call themselves
they
that
call
in a lot of
themselves
instances.
gypsies. Yes.
I wouldn't know. I
Well,
don't speak
no.
to fucking animals.
Well, there's a bit of a difference between Romanians and gypsies, but a lot of Romanians are gypsies. So
Yeah. No. Well,
They
yeah.
didn't want to
Obviously.
be called. Well, listen. If they didn't want to be called, if we didn't want to associate them with Romanians, then why are they called Roma? Think about it.
exactly, and they live in Romania.
Quiet, Tojo.
Exactly.
Well, most of them do at least.
Yeah, that's the other problem
Yeah,
is where
you
they're like, oh yeah, Cardin's a racist asshole. Also, Cardin literally attacks everyone and bullies everyone. It's like, all right, but
I was gonna
I
say,
was-
as far as we can
Yeah.
tell,
Yeah.
Carson's just an asshole.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell
Yeah.
if he's targeting her because she's a faunus, or he's just targeting her because she's not really able to stand up for herself.
well, that's
you
the
know?
thing though, is like, she's not fighting back, and he only ever picks on people in the show that don't fight back, and the second someone fights back, he stops picking on them.
Yeah, also it's still really weird that they were picking on an upperclassman with a team that is most certainly very protective of her.
Yeah, well, that team didn't exist yet.
Yeah.
I know there should have been some retribution mentioned Volume 2 or 3, but
Yeah,
that's thinking
Cordovan was
about what you wrote.
racist towards terrorists.
Oh
Oh,
no,
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's like a
Oh,
fucking marine
what?
being like
Yeah,
calling
that part.
Arabs like names and shit while he's like fighting Arabs.
No, no, because like that's the best part. It's like, oh yeah, this is a scene where Cordovan's being racist. And it's like, okay, well, who's she being racist to? Oh, well, she said she doesn't accept their kind here. Oh, well, who is she talking about? Oh, the terrorist.
Yeah, no, they're like, what?
Oh.
Because she's a Like, no, because she's ex-White Fang. You know we have her own file, right?
Like, yeah,
It's
okay,
like,
so the military
you're in
commander
Argentina
doesn't want a
in the
terrorist
1950s.
in their military base.
No,
Wow, how racist of them.
I know,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I'm super racist. Like, I don't let fucking former ISIS personnel into like my military bases.
Yeah, that's
True.
very racist of you.
But then I tell them
Yeah.
they have. No,
Yeah, don't go anywhere
The-
with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I'm alive. I'm sorry. I've been drinking a bit. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
no,
don't
no,
worry.
I'm live.
Yeah,
I'm live.
you gotta,
Cheers.
you gotta,
I'll drink to
yeah,
that.
you gotta
Cheers,
drink
cheers.
for me. Yeah, I can't drink
Yeah,
yet.
listen,
You
you're
gotta
gonna
drink for
you're
me.
gonna
Yeah.
rein it in, or you're gonna be muted. That's what's gonna go on.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I was like,
no, wait,
let's
there was
do
that
that.
one racism moment where that drunk guy.
No, I was going to bring that up actually.
Yeah, the drunk guy was like, "You're kind."
And then he got,
Oh yeah, that was
and then
supposed
he
to
put him in
be.
a fucking trash can, and I'm like, that's a bit excessive.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that was
I've been
also
calling
supposed to be
names
the big thing.
before,
Like,
but-
look, Weiss is grown. It's like you showed that she was grown as a character by the end of Volume 4.
Well, I mean,
Why are
also
we resetting character development?
also the fact that at the conclusion of the Doc arc, Weiss was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna give you another shot, and I'm not gonna call all Faunus, thieves and shit anymore."
just like
Yeah,
90%
like I said,
of them.
she'd already had her growth.
Yeah.
So why are we retreading something that you already did and actually did decently well
Because you
for
gotta
the early
remember,
episodes?
Max, you gotta remember that you're not actually anti-racist unless you punch someone in the fucking face.
I am not anti-racist then. I have a
Last I
break to say.
checked, that just makes you violent.
Not according to the
whatever,
modern left.
libel.
Punching
do
people
believe
in the
in
face
violence,
is
though.
how you protest racism. Did you not hear about that? They made a whole song about that. Punching people in the fucking face. He got cheered for it.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
True.
He punched what's his name? I don't remember his fucking name. He punched him out in the street, right?
Yeah.
Don't not remember his name. He's got the classic neo-Nazi haircut though
Dick
that I can't
Fuentes.
remember. Yeah.
Unless you're being violent, it's not really being anti anything. You're not anti anything unless you're violent about it. So that's why they have Weiss punch someone in the face over it, because she's not anti-racism until she's punching people.
Which Balkans country?
Shit, does that mean that as soon as I start
Richard
punching
Spencer,
people,
yeah, my
I
bad.
count?
Yes.
You are part of Antifa the moment you do that. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm part of Antifa too. Antifaunus.
Sure.
Yeah, I like
Time
that.
for some
Anti-Faunus
anti-Faunus action.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I just also I would have point this out too. It's not racial stuff, but what do you call it? Bro,
Be
they were super
very
heavy.
careful where you finish, buddy.
No, I know. But so in that, like, when they go to Atlas and shit, they're so fucking heavy-handed with like the political like analogies there. Like Robin Hill is the fucking the good fucking politician supposedly, and it's like I think they modeled her campaign in Atlas literally off of Hillary Clinton. I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
they
okay, it's
did.
kind of
Yeah.
cringe. Not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah.
All I really remember about Robin Hill is that they had the audacity to drag Christina
Fuck.
P into their garbage show.
Yeah.
Who?
That's Robin's voice actress.
No, I figured, but who is that?
She's just a favorite of mine. She's in a lot of the works I've enjoyed. Going from high school up to now. Blaze Blue, for one.
I haven't. I don't know that one too well.
Of course not.
Nah, sorry.
Not a
Yeah, it's
cultured
good.
individual.
Yeah.
Anyway,
sorry to interrupt
let's
the fucking
see.
story,
Samurai
guys.
Champion, Rosen Maiden,
Goatee.
Familiar Zero, Nanoha and Magical Lyrical Girl Nanoha,
Oh no.
Haruhuri
Nano Machine Sun.
Suzumiya,
Hard in
Girl,
response to physical
Cruella
trauma.
Madoka Modoka.
The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya is a show.
Here's my beer.
Hyperdimension Neptunia, Blaze Blue, Seven Deadly Sins.
Are we reading a profile right now, or what are we
Yeah.
doing?
Tales
Yeah,
of
that's what
Ladybug
Sneaky's
and
doing.
That's
Cat.
foaming.
Yeah. She's been quite a bit.
Yeah. She's one of she's one of those people, like, if I hear she's tied to a project, I'll give it a look-see.
The projects? That's a bad place
Yeah.
to go, bro.
Yeah.
Where all them faunus are at.
Wait. When I with our ethnicities, you said she has of Mexican, Native American, and Lebanese ancestry. Bro, she's lesbian. Okay. Unfortunate.
Unsubscribed. Sorry, I know you like this person, Max. I should be this fucking.
I mean, that's a good reason to be this fucking.
No, I like Max. Actually, I like everyone on this
Yeah.
podcast. Now that Nose Hair is gone, I don't have anyone on this podcast I dislike.
True.
Even
Moving
when I'm
along
not here,
now.
he's getting
Please.
shat on by someone.
I know.
I mean,
Oh, he's gotta be.
look, you
So-
do something to a Dorito bag once, and nobody ever forgets it.
Exactly.
You do it a second time, and everybody loses their minds.
Now, hang on. I will not have you slandering Nose Hair. Once. It occurred once.
Okay, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real. I saw something. I'm not a white knight, but I was like in SDM.
Well, you're not
He-
white.
No, trust
he
me.
fucking-
No one here thinks you're a white knight.
Good, I hope
Yeah.
so. He tagged the only girl in the
Yeah.
SDM.
Yeah.
With,
Rants. We
It-
remember.
yeah. The Rants tagged the only girl in the SDM with like a picture. It was from Castlevania. It was something about like
I fucking remember that.
Yeah.
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 or something. And I was like, I sent this to Art. I was like, hey yo, bro, what the fuck is this? This is super weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking rants, man.
Yeah.
Rants
fucking
like
wouldn't
giving
worry
No
about-
It's really
sexual
weird.
rants.
No. Tojo's retarded. That's how it happened.
What is it?
No, those are different people. No Sarah and Rants.
Oh, yeah.
Nose Hair and Rants are two different
Oh, I'm
people.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you actually retarded?
I
Yes,
am.
Yes.
He is drunk.
inebriated at the
Is
moment.
what he is
Yes.
at the moment.
Well, yeah, but that
He
didn't
is-
really lower
I
his
have eaten
intelligence
a
all
lot
that
of pizza
much.
and drinking a lot of alcohol.
Excellent. I'll drink to that.
Imbibed, if you will.
Dude.
Inshallah, I will
So
drink
anyway,
I want some
Inshallah.
pizza.
We can say
on
inshallah
a
while we
dark,
drink.
silent
Allah has
night,
prohibited
with
alcohol.
only the moon shining, with a creepy
drink by the
pale
grace of
light,
Allah.
different from the usual serene
Infidel.
shine, in
Let's see, how can
Konahakura,
we...
or also known as the Hidden Leaf Village. No, not also known as the Hidden Leaf Village. It's known as, in English, the Hidden Leaf Village, because that's a trans-fucking-lation.
Yeah,
What the fuck are languages?
it's trans.
I think they're
Shut up,
made
Jojo.
up.
I mean, languages are pretty made up.
Alright.
A weird
How could
event was
languages be
currently
real if our
happening
mouths
in
aren't
the
real?
Uchiha compound.
True.
A weird event, really. By all the village, a 5-year-old orphan that lost his parents during the incident of the Kyubi, going berserk as his eyes opened from his sleep and felt a terrible
hang
pain
on,
out of nowhere.
What qualifies it as a weird event? Like,
I
at
don't
what
know.
point does it move from weird event to massacre?
Also, this is one sentence.
That's a good thing I'm not looking at this thing.
This whole fucking paragraph is a single sentence.
It's a really good thing I'm not looking at this fucking thing. I'm playing Elden Ring right now.
His face turned pale like pale moonlight shining on village.
What? Oh, okay. Maybe now I need to look at this thing. Hold on a minute. Where? What sentence? Highlight.
This sentence. Yeah.
His face turned pale
Yeah.
like pale.
Literally the first
fuck?
paragraph.
His breathing started slowing down each
Yeah,
second
that's-
until his heart stopped beating,
Mm,
and an eerie silence invaded the lonely room, and so poor kid died with no one aware of him, until suddenly the little kid took a deep breath and woke up. The more the
Oh
body
no,
of
poor kid.
that's not a paragraph, that's a sentence. Motherfucker.
Yeah. The
The
more
more
the
the
body
bodies hit
of
the
the little
floor.
kid restored, it felt like the whole world was turning back to normal, and the moon started shining again with its pure white light until Kid opened his eyes filled with confusion to his surroundings.
It was Naruto of the full moon!
What the fuck is this sentence? Wait, what the fuck is this? The more the body of the little kid restored, it felt like whole world was turning back to normal?
Yeah,
I
they
guess they're
returned to
saying
normal
that
as his
it's wrong that Naruto's not
sun-kissed gold
supposed to
hair became apparent.
Die, so the moon's restoring him?
And it's the sapphire orbs.
Yeah, his cerulean spheres.
Oh wow, so this is just a blatant self-insert. I see.
Yeah.
It
Is
is.
this what happens after death? He thought while receiving the memories of his current location and situation. So this kid's name is Bacorio. Fine, since this new start life for me, I will keep using this name to honor your life too, he thought, when suddenly he heard beep in his head and saw panel
He can't
with
even do
notification
dialogue.
appearing in front of him, which he read with surprised look. Gamer system bounding to host completely. Please check your option by
It's a
thinking
gamer
options.
story.
It's a gamer story!
My dude, it is literally called In Naruto with Gamer System. What
never
the
read
fuck
the
do you
title.
expect?
I never read the title. I'm illiterate.
Oh, are you guys ready for some autism?
True. Oh god. Let's go. Send it.
Oh, but I'm already talking to Arn.
I know, he posted it.
Bro. I mean-
fair.
I only posted it because it was literally below the story we're talking about
So,
at the time.
Bakurio Uchiha, his health is 77, he gets 1 per minute, and it's strength plus agility plus physical divided by 3 plus vit times 5. Does that make sense to
Alright,
everyone? Everyone following still?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No.
Chakra is plus 2 per minute, stamina is plus 1 per minute. Attributes are 5, 5, 6, 10, 10, 20. No skills. His abilities include saving and loading.
Ah, yes, the Undertale.
And he has a 2% Uchiha bloodline.
No skills, no bitches, stacks no paper.
Dude.
Unfortunately,
Talents.
you're
Chakra
skillless.
basic, body basics. Normal civilian has 10s on
Unfortunately,
their attributes.
you are skillless.
2% Uchiha bloodline. 1% increased fire element.
Amazing.
He has a 2%
Wait, hang on.
bloodline and civilian talents.
Does that mean he can
He
level
can.
up his
He knows how
bloodline?
to
I-
count.
I have
Yes.
no idea.
Is that what this means?
I have
I
no idea.
would assume so. Just by the sheer virtue of this being a gamer story and also Naruto, I'm going to say yes.
Why is it called a gamer story if they never say the gamer word? This doesn't make any sense, guys. I'm very upset
True.
about this.
True.
There was a time where gamer meant something completely different from what you're referencing. I'm sorry to be the
I
one to
know.
tell you.
I know that. I'm
It
aware.
sort of did, but at the same time, it really didn't.
Yeah, I would like to direct you to Call of Duty lobbies circa 2012.
Yes,
I would like to
MW
direct you to Call of
MW2
Duty
lobbies
circa
is where I became a real
2008.
gamer.
Yeah.
How
Dude,
about
MW2
just
were
Xbox
amazing.
lobbies in general? Can we just say that instead?
Oh, absolutely,
True.
yeah. But,
Covers everything.
I would direct you to PlayStation lobbies, but PSN was never up long enough to have them.
Yeah,
True. It'd be like that.
big true.
The one time I was in a PS3 Call of Duty lobby, it was really chill.
Well, yeah, it's because
Just
no
a
one knew
bunch
how
of
long it would
people
last.
talking about how like I gotta make rent this month somehow. It
Well,
was
yeah,
chill and
'cause-
depressing.
Yeah, no shit. They
Don't
bought a
play
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
No wonder they have to try and struggle to make rent.
True.
Oh fuck! I really hope that didn't come on the mic.
Better not have.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
no, I didn't say a word. Like I like burped in a really gross way.
Yeah,
I was
we
like,
could
I
hear
really
it.
hope that didn't
Yeah,
register on my phone. Okay,
yeah,
good.
I know. We could hear you come on the mic.
Oh fuck!
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Have you ever sneezed so hard you farted?
Yes, I
actually.
sneezed so hard that it like I loosened my sphincter and like I almost shit myself. I was like, oops. I had to
Yeah,
like, run,
dude.
I had to run
dude.
from my bedroom to the bathroom. I was like,
Sneak-
oops.
Sneaky. One time I was biking up a hill near my
Oh,
house,
God.
and I
Why?
sneezed,
And then you
burped,
found out
and
you were
farted
gay?
at the same time. No,
Ah,
but I did
Where's
take a screenshot with my body. Bro, at least I'm not Swedish, dude.
that's fair.
Yeah,
Come on.
Scandinavia's still kind of bad, bro.
I mean, says the Japanese guy.
Oof.
Oof.
Dude, bro,
Two
you
nukes.
bro. Okay, and you read my people's like porn like almost exclusively. What's your point?
Yeah, and
You have an addiction to it. Like what's your point?
two nukes.
That was a fucking
I
clapback
really
I did
appreciate.
not
I really
see coming.
appreciate I appreciate how modern culture wars occur.
Yeah.
I know. This is the real
Dudes,
culture comp
yeah,
that,
well,
that
you
Bismarck
watch
was talking about.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it, huh?
Oh, nothing. I'm just commenting, bro.
Oh god.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I'm gonna cut off your
Look.
access to hentai, bro.
I'm gonna go talk to the
No
Japanese
more
government.
access for you.
I mean, we send each other enough hentai as it is, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fine.
fair.
Oh god.
fucking
Bakakashi
weird.
Sensei, in which Kakashi reacts poorly to the name Bakakashi, and one thing leads to another, and traumatic experiences occur, and then government conspiracies occur, and then there's conversational topics that are more common than the weather, and somehow Bakakashi becomes a real team.
Dude, I don't know if you're reading a summary or not.
He is.
Oh
I
god.
am.
Bro,
Sneaky,
talking about
here-
glowies.
Yeah, here's a concept, Sneaky.
Yeah.
What would Alex Jones look like in Naruto?
I would love to see Alex Jones isekai'd into Naruto.
He's part of the. He has a contract with the Toad Clan.
No, they have to the author has to specifically make a frog clan and make them gay.
Yeah, but guys, have you considered why is everybody who has a summoning contract with the Toads gay?
Okay.
The Toads are making the
Three
summoners gay. Exactly. That's 100%.
Toads are making some.
Fair.
Okay. Do you go super hard on it and just make him the head of the Frog Clan for the next 200 years?
He is like he's
Just so it
still a
becomes
human, but
personal.
he's the clan head.
Yeah, like it's just so it becomes personal.
I actually kind of want
good
him
idea.
to be born into like the land of iron, and then proceeds to like cause civil unrest across the entire globe, as he gets an
Why, of course.
operational radio working, and proceeds to start broadcasting.
Yeah, but that also
Infowars,
implies that
dude.
he has to like.
They do have
Get
working
towers.
radios.
Oh,
Did they?
yeah, no, they do. That's what I'm saying. They do have working radio. It's just mostly military, as far as I am aware.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
So I'm saying he
Finds a way-
gets
he
his
finds a
own
way to
radio
fund
tower
the-
going.
Yeah, he finds a way to fund a personal radio tower and becomes the first radio show for that world.
Yeah, and causes mass civil unrest by broadcasting music and his conspiracy theories to civilians.
Wait, yo, Sneaky,
Oh.
you remember how in like the 1940s there was a broadcast of War of the Worlds, and people actually believed it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just that, but transposed into Naruto with Alex Jones.
All the
Alex
tail beasts
Jones writes a
attack
fake
again.
battle narrative between the Cloud and Konoha.
Exactly.
Bro, like the tailed beasts are attacking again.
Wait, oh my god. Yo, it would be even better. Alex Jones in DXD as a devil.
No, I want him human. He needs to stay pure human because he's pure male
I-
energy.
I could
Okay,
see him as like a fucking
however,
angel though.
The
Can we
devil
like move
magic
on
based
from
on
Alex
the
with
Kingdom.
Jones? Like
Alex
he's
Jones
not that
would be hilarious.
interesting, except for being a drugged out fucking lunatic.
Yeah, which makes him funny.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Have
what
a
makes
But like
him
we
have a
can
funny.
little
use
humor.
like okay, but like we can use any
It's awesome. He does my
WWE
humor.
wrestler, and at least they have a gimmick besides saying that children died as a plant.
I mean,
I would say something, but
Remember where we are.
yeah. I
Yeah.
will. I will actually just. I'll just repeat what the mainstream news said about the most recent child shooting. They were running a program to scan children for school shooters at that school.
social media specifically.
Yep, at that school.
Yeah, and that guy just
Ah.
never directly threatened the school.
No. Apparently, they knew about it for like 4 years.
Yeah. Who could have seen this coming? The feds.
According to mainstream news.
Yeah.
Painted pinwheels. Hinata unintentionally learns a horrifying forbidden clan technique.
Summons Pinwheel from Dark Souls, who does nothing.
Yo, no wonder it's forbidden. You're summoning garbage, Hinata.
Yeah. Few of those who dared to learn it centuries ago survived the consequences, and neither would she.
Oh, it's epic.
At
Trying to
least that's
Hinata
what
instead.
Hinata thought until she met Itachi.
God damn it.
Itachi times Hinata.
I haven't seen one of those cross our desk in
Isn't
a while.
Itachi like 10 years older than her?
I think
Something
more.
close to that.
Actually, no. I think give or take, maybe. I don't think it. No,
Well,
actually, no,
I
it
don't
is
think
10
it.
years
I
because
don't think it. I don't
he's
think
like
it's more
early
than a decade.
he's like early 20s when Sasuke is like 12. Right? Or am I retarded?
Yeah. Yeah, he was around 20 when Sasuke was 12.
Yeah, he's 17, 18 according to the wiki on part 1. Part 2 is 21.
Which means so we got 6 to 8 year difference between the ages. That's
Yeah, about so, yeah.
that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah, for the
It should.
age they're likely writing for, yeah, that's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's what I like to call uncomfy, bro.
Ever since
Haram.
the Rising. Oh, this is by Sasu Naru fan, which means it's gonna be garbage. Ever since the Rising, the world has been divided in half between the living and the dead, allies and enemies. Now Sasuke just has to figure out Naruto's place. Sasuke's point of view, zombies, gay sex, more warnings. I always do love those apocalypse stories where it's like, it's the apocalypse. And everyone is dying out. And the only couple left is these two gay guys. It's like,
Greeks.
Yes.
so this is an extinction of humanity story. No! But you have the only couple being two gay guys.
Yes.
So it's an extinction of humanity story.
No.
Justifiably, this story gets a mere 57 favorites, which is actually even bigger oof if we go back to the earlier story with 49 favorites.
True.
Christ, the OC-led story has even less favorites than the gay apocalypse story.
And
With
Sneaky, at least one of those might have
fucking-
interesting characters. I'll give you a hint. It's not the self-insert.
I don't think the
It has,
gay
like,
apocalypse is going to have
7.
interesting characters.
It has like more than
No,
7
Sneaky,
times
it has
the
a
amount of words, too.
chance of interesting. Like, the self-insert OC we know is not going to be interesting.
Well, we also know that this one isn't going to be interesting.
And why do we know that, Sneaky?
Because it's a Sasuke times Naruto story in which you have to greatly
Alright, fair
change
enough. That
the-
could never be interesting.
Yeah. It's a romance horror. You know, in a world of ninjas. Otosuki King, sequel to New Life. Hashtag devil, hashtag god, hashtag harem, hashtag ecchi.
No, Sticky. Hashtag godness.
Ah, yes, of course. Godness. I will once again recommend Game of Shadows. Game of Shadows, Adrian King. Excellent writer. I also
Are you
like
reading something to me, or are you saying this to us as like yourself?
No, this is a genuine story
Oh, okay.
that I do really enjoy from him. He's got Game of Shadows and Game of Monsters. Game of Monsters is his DxD version. They're both very nice.
Yo, Sticky. You need to look at the hashtag story. Just look at how he writes dialogue.
Okay, sure. Also, that's a very hot take, DC. Ah, he is one of those people. I see.
Yep.
He's one of those people. Max, how do you feel about this?
Are
Feel
you
about
saying that
what?
he's one of them?
Oh god, I see
All
what you
of
mean.
this.
God,
Yes.
can we not?
He is one of.
Why do people write like this?
I don't know where they learn it.
Yeah. Why did those?
Yeah, why do they write like this? I don't know. I genuinely, I just can't. I don't know when or where they learned to write like that, but it's
there's a shit ton
painful.
of damage.
Heinous.
The only time I could see someone learning to write like this is in drama class in middle school. That's the only time.
Their drama teachers should be ashamed of them. Also themselves for
No.
writing this trash, but
Well, no, except that that's how you would write out a script. And for some reason, they think that's how you write instead of just opening a book in the library and saying that's, the proper way to
Well,
write.
not even opening a book, opening a fanfic, opening a
Mickey,
magazine.
the problem is they do open fanfics and they see that.
Yeah, you just open a fanfic that does exactly that.
Yeah,
You
you
should
open
write
the
a
one
review.
fanfic of
Oh, you
the
are?
thousands that don't do it.
You should tell him that he's the reasons why more people don't know how to write dialogue.
You
With
please
every
tell me the
chapter,
reason why more people aren't morbing.
with every chapter,
You spent your time writing this dribble when you couldn't be writing
convince
Morbius fanfiction.
someone
Exactly.
that
He could be morbing.
He could be morbid, bro. But he's not. He should be
What the
ashamed
hell
of
is
himself.
this Morbin thing?
active.
Okay, the Michael
detriment
Morbius movie just came out.
on the human race.
I never saw the
I-
movie. I just want to point that out, by the way.
Yeah, no, me neither. I don't think anyone actually saw the movie.
No
I'm
one
really
actually
pissed.
saw it, but for some reason, the character made a weird facial expression, and then everybody started going, "It's Morbin time." I don't know why the meme exists because I haven't seen the movie either. But
Some guy on Twitter made like a random joke about Power
Yeah,
Rangers
no.
Mighty Morphin, and it spread like
Yeah, it's because
wildfire.
he like
That's-
it's the reason why it's because I haven't seen the movie either, but I can tell you it's because when he does this whole like transformation thing, it's that whole modern edgy shit of like, oh, I can't stand the monster that I've become, but I will become the monster to save the good people of this city.
I will become the monster to get those bitches, bro.
I will morb.
And then he morbs
Very
out
funny.
and turns into a vampire monster and beats up the bad guys.
Yes.
Okay then.
500.
Yeah.
This is almost 600.
The disciples of light and darkness. Madara Uchiha, the goddess of shinobi, had threatened the first Hokage. Wait,
What?
what?
Goddess?
Rewind,
on.
homie. What did you just say?
Back up.
Back
Oh.
up.
Madara Uchiha, the goddess of shinobi, had threatened the first Hokage, Harashima Senju, that she would destroy everything in the name of peace. He tried to sway her away from the dark path, but she heard none of it. There was only the Eye of the Moon plan. Madara
Only
times
the Eye of the Tiger
Harashima,
plan.
Kakashi times Obito.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Those
That's-
are words that I did not want to hear.
Well, that
Same.
was so fucking cool that I won't ever think about this ever again in my life.
They are watching the Haram in HD.
I honestly hate Kakashi times Obito so much because it blatantly ignores half of the motivations behind Kakashi and Obito.
It blatantly ignores that Obito is a paraplegic.
God, I wish.
Yeah,
It kind of is.
but he's not.
It's ableism to say otherwise.
He's not enough.
He's not disabled enough.
Exactly.
anyway,
He's
moving
monster.
right along.
All aboard the Scarlet Beast. No Chakra Pirates AU.
All right, moving right along again.
Oh yeah, of course. Hinata also has a massively different personality, which I mean, at least would be true in this sort of world. So I mean, that's.
I thought you were about to say. I thought you were about to say something else. I'm sorry. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Just continue. I'm gonna
Yeah,
text
I'm-
Arden when I said.
Yeah, just keep drinking there, buddy.
Yeah, I will.
Maybe
Hinata,
I
the
should just
ghost.
leave you on mute for everybody's sanity.
Oh,
Hinata,
Oh.
the
Alright.
ghost in the darkness, nearly lost her fight in Chunin exam with Neji, awakened something feral and beastly within Hinata, including 2 mass-murdering lions.
What?
Huh?
2 mass murdering what?
That's a
What?
sentence.
How did we jump to that?
Naruto times Hinata times Anko.
Excuse me?
What?
Well, maybe the lions are metaphorical.
She has 2 lions
Oh.
inside her. They're both murderers.
You have 2 lions inside you. One is gay, the other is gay. You are gay.
You are a war criminal.
I am so confused.
You have 2 people inside
Excellent.
of you.
Not alone.
One is Serbian, the other is Japanese. You are a war criminal.
Oh, God.
Glorious Serbo-Japanese.
Remember, you can add
community.
Russian to that list now.
Indeed.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You always could, to be honest. Let's be real here.
Yeah. You always
Yeah.
could. Since 19...
Oh, guys, look, it's a Naruto
18,
fanfiction.
17, 16.
Yeah.
Guys,
14.
look,
Yeah,
it's
so
a
it's like a
Naruto
Korean War.
fanfiction. Guys, there's a Naruto fanfiction here.
Oh my god.
Oh
who
wow,
would've thought?
that's
What?
pretty unusual
It's
for this
Naruto
section.
fan-
Yeah, there's a...
Wait, hang on. Oh my god. Yo, the first chapter is summary, the second is a note, the third is info, and the fourth is the first chapter called Sexy Transformation Jutsu.
Oh,
Wow,
Jesus
that's so
fucking
cool.
Christ!
I foresee problems with this one.
The story is by Naruto Girl Love, which is
Fuck.
slightly concerning.
Book 1,
That's
knowing
I mean,
me,
hey,
a
At least
Naruto
they're telling us
fanfiction.
exactly what to expect.
True.
I will protect you with my life, but can I
It's
really
nuts.
save you? Is it possible for me to actually do what I say? Or am I simply saying words I can't do? I don't like promise, but if it's you, I promise I will protect you until my last breath. You are my light. I will not let that light disappear. I'll be by your side no matter what.
What the fuck am I listening to? What is going on?
Sneaky went
I'm gonna be right back.
a little bit strokey there.
It's like he's having a stroke right now.
Yeah, I just thought I would really put the effort in that the author put into the summary, so you could really get the heartwarming feeling.
All right,
No,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I really respect like your dedication to like fulfilling the author's true message. You know.
Yeah. Guys, this
Yeah,
is
really
my
give it a
first
full
story
experience.
fanfic I'm ever gonna make. I want you to know that English is not my first language, so this is an advanced apology for all the spelling, grammar, and other mistakes you'll see. I mean, this dude's already got better spelling and grammar than some of the fucking people I've seen who only speak English, so...
Why do people ignore the beta reader section, by the way? Like, it's a free resource.
They don't believe in it.
Why would I want to work with betas? Think about it.
This story is a Kakashi times OC self-insert.
Starting off strong.
Akira will be Kakashi's student, and then they'll fall in love. I'm planning on writing 4 books.
That's another red flag.
Little bit, yeah. Her personality is like Naruto and Sasuke. She will be emo, but highly energetic.
What the fuck?
She'll have silver-purple hair with purple eyes. See the picture that I'm going to link. What picture? Chakra natures that she has. All of them. Kira will be a tomboy. And she'll dress up
Wait,
like Boruto
wait,
and a
Is it
Nubu.
Kira or Akira?
Akira.
Oh, okay, that's slightly better.
Akira's
shit.
eyebrows twitch. Yep. That is a story.
that I'll
Let's
never read
go
again.
somewhere else.
How about Ruby?
The high school DxD. I need something to laugh at. High
And
school
you'll get that there.
DxD, crossovers. Yep.
I mean,
You get
he
a lot
will.
there.
Get some
Fair
Oh,
enough.
really
look, it's
dumb
Yura.
people in this section. Naruto DxD. Why does no one ever take the easy way out? Hajime Akeno was the last person anyone would think of when it came to a high school girl with an elder lover. No.
What?
I'm just gonna go ahead
What
and
the
say, Sneaky,
fuck?
please go ahead and just skip the rest of it. Yeah,
I am
oh boy, there's a
concerned.
part
Ah.
in there's a
Yeah.
part there that's
Yeah.
just straight TOS.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, that's not straight TOS, but it's pretty fucking close.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Uzumaki is a businessman. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
Businessman
Naruto
doing
times
business.
Akeno. Kurama
Uh-huh.
times Yasaka.
Oh.
Fucking
Okay.
when the
That's some
Alright.
really interesting Native American chanting you're doing there, Arn.
Yeah.
Allahu Akbar.
Summoned
up.
to another world with the hero again. 1 month after his adventures in another world with the hero, Hajime Nagumo is spending his time relaxing with his family without worrying about the government trying to disrupt his peace. Well, you should know very well by this point, the government cannot let anyone rest in peace. Only when they rest in pieces.
Fucking okay. So I read the first chapter of that first story, and I wanted to go vomit more. To be honest.
Oh, which one? The Naruto times Akeno one?
No, yeah, the suicide one, the easy way out.
Suicide one because
The
it makes me
suicide
want to
one? What
kill
the
myself.
fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, taking the
The
easy
Suicide
way out.
Squad.
Don't you
Oh
remember?
boy, I don't know what just happened, but everything just
coward's
got
way out.
real robot for me.
Beep boop, beep boop. The
Oh,
first story
what?
here, the one by the autistic ghost.
Oh, yes, the suicide story.
Yeah.
Yes,
And taking the easy way out, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. So he spelled Las Vegas as Las Vegas, which is pretty funny.
Uh-huh.
And apparently he has a succubus wife, Naruto, I mean.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Naruto. Yeah. Not the author,
yeah.
Naruto. Yeah.
Yeah,
Naruto
well, of
Naruto-
course, the
Naruto
author
is
is
succubus wife.
very clearly bitchless. He gets no bitches.
Yes.
Stacks no papers.
maidens, stacks no paper, and has to get rid of that yee ass haircut.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. We got
Yeah,
the
it's
Demon
horrible.
King of the Gremory, which is a Naruto High School DxD crossover again.
Well, what else would it be?
Naruto gets sent to Blood Prison, all according to Tsunade's plan, but she wasn't aware that Naruto secretly had a twin. Now, Naoto Uzumaki absorbed his little brother to save him from death.
Absorb his little brother in the womb.
As Mue extracted the Kyuubi, and they get sent to another reality and get entangled with the devil's angels and boobs. Can the fused brothers survive the supernatural without getting a harem?
You want
I
to put
certainly hope not.
Siamese twins Naruto?
What? So the OC self-insert eats Naruto after the OC self-insert
bored.
who was secretly in the blood prison the whole time, and nobody knew about that.
Fucking.
Absorbs Naruto after he gets weakened by the Kyuubi extraction, and then they teleport to DxD.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Words were said.
I don't know if I like those words though.
Sure are,
Harry Potter
left
DxD. New game, new life. You need to perish, sir.
Yeah,
You're not allowed to. You're not permitted to besmirch that.
A new life, new game. Yeah. Let's see. Let's check the reviews. No reviews found, except there's 3 reviews. What?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my final guest of the evening
What the fuck?
is Hannibal Buress.
Okay then. I guess the reviews just don't exist.
Go eat some walruses.
Hey,
Try checking yourself, Sneaky. There's 3 reviews, but they don't show up. It just says no reviews.
Interesting. Magical.
Oh, which story? This one?
The new life, new game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No reviews.
No reviews. No bitches.
Unfortunately, you are reviewless.
Reincarnated Hero. Hey guys, welcome to brand new fanfic. It goes like this. Lucky is average guy who 25 and overweight. He had brown hair, brown eyes. His life just passing by. All he does is wake up, help mother out, play video game with his friends. His father asked him to go to store to get cat litter, and he does, but on way home, something bad happens and he dies. Let's see.
Oh my god, this is actually amazing.
DXD
I don't think so.
Dragon Ball Z.
No, like Atin, this is so bad it's good.
Oh.
What? Reincarnated Hero?
Yeah. When you're looking at it, it is actually so bad it's good.
Hey guys, welcome to brand new fanfic. It goes like this. He wants to become Gorgetta. Lucky as Gogeta.
Gogeta?
Yes,
Yeah.
Gogeta.
Oh.
Go get him, Tiger. Just read the first couple paragraphs. It's amazing, honestly.
He gets isekai into DXD as Gogeta. His personality is like himself, and he has a little bit of Goku, but he's also smart as Gohan.
Go get a job, more like.
Yeah, well, if he's like Goku, he can't be as smart as Gohan. That is basically impossible.
Yeah. Only thing he is swear like a truck driver and has funny insults.
He
Swears like a truck
swears
driver.
Where's
He's illiterate.
and has
He's
funny insults. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Ha! Truck driver, like that's a new one, boys.
He swear.
Lucky is walking home with cat litter on his shoulder. Who
Eating cat litter.
the fuck carries cat litter over the shoulder?
It's like
guess
carrying the bag in anime.
Man,
It's like Santa
I'm
Claus,
so
right?
out of shape. It isn't funny. He. Yeah. Also, why are you walking? I wonder what
Why
my
are
buddies
you
are
alive?
doing.
Dad made him walk so that he could try to make his son get in shape, apparently.
I mean,
I
considering this guy's probably American, it's surprising he isn't in like a mobility scooter, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. I wonder what my buddies are doing and what game we are going to play. He stops at light by his
Walmart
house and waits
mechanized
for the walk
division.
sign. He walks across, but there's
Stop,
trucks
you're gonna
speeding
make me
towards
spit
him.
out my
What
beer.
the fuck? The truck hits him, killing him on impact. Damn, I guess this is it. If there's a god out there and you can hear me, my only wish is to be reincarnated as Gogeta from the Dragon Ball Super Brawly movie and save and protect innocent people and make my life have purpose. Then this one, if that's not okay, he smile and dies.
Oh, thank God he's dead.
Lucky
All
then
right,
hears,
story done.
"Your wish has been granted." 1 minute later, he opens his eyes and he sees new relaxing atmosphere. You look around, okay, where the hell am I and why do I feel taller? And then he look into the stream nearby and see his reflection and freaks out. What the fuck? This make no damn sense. Why the hell do I look like Gogeta? Wait, my wish
You
was
just
heard.
asked to be him, you fool.
Yeah. Exclamation point. End
Ugh.
quote. Period.
I don't want to read this anymore, guys.
Keep going, Sneaky, keep going.
He
It was
put
funny
his
until it
hands
started hurting, huh?
on his head
No,
and
it
started
It
to
was
think.
funny until it wasn't anymore.
It is more funny when it hurts you.
It's very funny when it hurts you.
Keep going.
Damn, that sounds kind of deep, bro.
No,
That
no
sounds
deepness to
masochistic.
it.
What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, it's just sadism.
Oh yeah.
Sadism.
This is just masochism podcast.
See, I'm not masochistic because I'm inflicting it all on all of you, and that's what brings me
Yeah.
enjoyment.
Exactly. It's the sneakiest to say this podcast.
I see. That makes sense.
Yes, you could
Yes,
call it
yes,
the
yes.
Sneaky Sadist podcast, but unfortunately that abbreviation doesn't quite work out as well.
SSP. Hmm. Hmm.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
Yeah, I think that's quite suspicious.
Hmm.
Are you saying that?
I was hit by a fucking
that's scary.
truck. Wait, where the hell am I? Just as Lucky said that, he hears a voice from behind him. I can tell you. Lucky jump. Ah, he jumped super high into air. The person behind him looked impressed. Lucky starts to fall. Oh shit. Then he lands on his feet. Okay, I landed that. Then he looks and sees two people, a man, a
died.
woman. The man has blue... Why this is capitalized? Has blue eyes, red hair, and is in some kind of weird armor, and woman has gray hair and gray eyes, and she is in maid outfit. He looks at them. Hey, anybody ever teaches you not to scare people? Holy shit, I thought I was going to die again. Lucky starts to mumble to himself, wondering what the fuck happened to him, while other two just stare at him. The guy with red hair spoke first. Hey, did you say die again? He looked at her. Yes, my lord, he did. I think he has meltdown. Maybe you should talk to him. She looks at him. I will.
He has a meltdown.
Has meltdown.
He is going nuclear.
I don't
Hold
think I
on,
can stay on here, guys.
this-
This is like a bit too much for me.
Yeah, you
I'm
think
not
that? Yeah.
Weak
I
ass.
I mean, look.
Weak.
I mean, like, I want to like drink. This hurts to listen to. I'm not gonna lie.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know. But the
Exactly.
alcohol isn't helping is the problem.
Bruh.
Alright, okay.
Sucks to suck.
That sounds like weakness from the Chinese man.
Oof.
It is, Mr. White.
I'm proud of it.
And why would that be?
Oh god.
No. Oh god.
Wait, did he act? Oh my god, Sir Sects Lucifer. He actually. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
What are you guys?
do.
Wait, what the fuck are you guys doing?
He's gonna get the text to speech working.
Why are we going back to text to speech?
Didn't he crash last time he tried to do this?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, well, last time he tried to do this, he crashed because he was using an external program that was supposed to hook into Discord. And the difference between last time and now is I took the time to set Sneaky up with virtual audio cables and taught him some basics about
Oh,
routing
you
those
finally
two
made him
systems.
learn.
He didn't retain anything, clearly, because he just said he might need my help.
Yeah, I mean it's sneaky. What do you
Also, if
expect?
Windows 10 did its usual crap and reset some of the stuff he set up, it might break the audio in a different way.
Lol. Lamau.
Of course it did.
Lol, he said. Lamau. Lion King 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you needed to set it out to line 3, and line 3 would be hooked into Discord.
Yep.
Right.
Fuck.
Right.
Just remember to not route your Discord output into your mic input, because then we're gonna get nuked.
Okay, so
You know,
make it
I'm just
recursive.
gonna turn my volume down just a bit?
Yeah, just
Right, yeah,
for
so
Sneaky creates a
Preemptively.
feedback loop to
then
destroy
I
it
you
all.
go
Let me tell you
here.
a thing or two about getting nuked.
Yeah, you would know, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I would know, actually.
Alright, so then I switch this to line 3. And can you all hear me still?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. And then with those two lined up, I can then shit. Guess
I believe we set Firefox to output to line 2.
no, it was Chrome to line 2.
Yeah, whatever browser you're using for it.
What we never figured out was how to let me hear it at the same time.
You need to route the output into your headphones as well. Which is
Which might require banana.
or you could you might be able to listen to your own output there.
There's supposed to be he should have just enough lines to do this without needing to go any higher than basic
Yeah.
voice meter. I just don't remember, and I don't feel like looking it up at this
Well, no,
point
see,
in time.
the problem is that the hardware out, while it can have 2 audio outs, for some reason, whenever we try and put a virtual out paired with a non-virtual out, it just craps out.
Yeah.
And also the problem of I would just start hearing myself a bunch.
That is a problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
But either way, since you guys can hear it, I will then go to text speech. Yes, Hogni the Furious was Viking guy.
No, not Hogni the Furious.
It's time for more Hogni the Furious.
Not to this shit too again.
And then we switch that to line 2. And then we hit play.
He then goes over to Lucky. Hello, young man? He taps Lucky's shoulder and Lucky
Loud. Except for some reason it's also using my mic to do that.
I mean, yeah, that's how it does things over Discord.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck, why did that set to that? That should be microphone. No, for some reason my microphone audio channel on OBS was
I mean,
being blasted at the same time, so I was getting an echo on the stream.
Oh, fair enough.
How do I turn the audio down?
Would be in voice meter, wouldn't it?
I suppose I could do that in voice meter, couldn't I? So what if I turn it down by 9 decibels?
He then goes over to Lucky. Hello, young man? He taps Lucky's shoulder and Lucky stops talking to himself.
Better, but
oh
still
shit, sorry,
pretty
need
loud compared to
something?
you.
Lucky looks at the man. The man says, No, I don't, but I think you do. You have a meltdown, are you okay? He gives him a concerned look. Lucky looks at him and for some reason, he can trust him and he speaks. Yeah, where am I? The man looks at him and answers. You are in hell and I'm Sir Sects Lucifer, one of the 4 devil kings. Lucky just stares at him and then, I'm in hell, what the then he looks around. Huh, not what I expected. Sects looks at him with a raised eyebrow. What did you expect? Lucky answered and shrugged his shoulders. You know, fire, death, big red demon with horns and a pitchfork. Sects just sighed. I really, hate that, but why were you freaking out? Lucky thought for a second. Now that is talking to Satan, then that same feeling hit him again and he answered. Well, you will probably think it crazy. Sects just laugh. Ha ha, I have been alive for a long time, trust me, I won't be shocked, I am a devil, hey. Lucky mutters to himself, geez, someone thinks highly of himself. The maid's eyebrow twitches when she heard that. Then Lucky speaks. Hey, do you mind if we talk in private? Lord Satan, or Sects puts up his hand and chuckles a bit. Sects is fine and yes, we can. Grafia, would you be so kind? She makes it so no one can eavesdrop. Lucky explains the whole thing, how he got here, how he died, and everything in his old world. Lucky is shocked that there is magic. Holy shit, there is magi. Bonk. Lucky holds the top of his head. Ow, ow, what the F you, Grafia? Gives him a look that scares him like his mother used to do when he was a kid. He then goes over to Sects and whispers. She's scary. Selects just chuckles. Yes, that's my wife for you. Lucky's mouth opens and just stares at him. Holy she. Bonk. Ow, 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 will you stop hitting me, damn it? He glares at her. Grafia looks at him. You are in the presence of Lord Sir Sects Lucifer, you swear like a fool. Lucky just looks at her. Geez, hey Sir Sects, why is she like that? It's weird. Sects just chuckle. Oh, she's just like that when she's in her maid outfit. She wants to act professionally. Lucky looks at him with a raised eyebrow. What's she like at home? He looks at him and they both don't realize she is pouting. Sects smiles. She's so cute but bratty. Sometimes she is also a cuddle bug whenever we are alone. Bonk. Sects hold his head. Oh, honey, why did you hit me? Grafia looks away with a pout. HMP, stop making fun of me with your new friend jerk. Lucky laughs. Bong. Lucky just looks at her with an eyebrow twitch and holds his head. Hey, why did you hit me harder, damn it? Grafia looked at him. Stop swearing. Lucky just looks at her and was about to say something, but she looks at him. Alright, anyway, Seconds, another thing is I think I'm stuck here, so there's that, haha. Sects look at Grafia. Honey, you think you could see his memory to see if there's anything we can do? She nods and walks over to Lucky and looks at him asking for permission. Lucky nods and says, I don't care, but it might be a little sad. He shrugs his shoulders. Grafia nods and places her hands on his head and looks. All of Lucky's memories go through her and she has tears in her eyes. Seconds looks at her. Grafia, are you okay? What did you see? Grafia looks at Seconds and hugs him. It's sad. She looks at Lucky. Lucky raises an eyebrow. What, it's no big deal, so go ahead, I trust you guys. He smiles. Grafia nods and looks at Seconds and tells him. Seconds grits his teeth. You gave up on love because of the woman you met and you didn't care if you lived or died. Luckily? Luckily just shrugs. It's no big deal, man, trust me, it's probably going to happen here anyway. Seconds was about to say something, then he stopped. They've been talking for hours, by the way. He thought to himself. Hey, Lucky, how strong are you, if you don't mind me asking? Lucky looks at him with a raised eyebrow. I don't know, to be frank, but single quote. He thinks that Lucky didn't know is that the wish gave him all the stuff he needs to be go-getter, like his transformations, fighting style, and power. He can go from SSJ to SSJ Blue. He still needs a little work on UI. Lucky thinks and then decides to say screw it. Yo, Seconds, can you make a barrier? Seconds nods. Yes, I can. Why? Locke smirks at him. I don't want to destroy the planet. Seconds just looks at him. Excuse me? Even Grafia raises an eyebrow. Lucky Thank explains that his new power is strong.
When your
I
name
can
is
barely
Sex.
remember
Seconds
my
then
names
looks
and
at
these are
him
my
more
neighbors.
confused. Just show us then Lucky.
So that's
Don't
just
call
Lucky
your...
nods.
Don't call your neighbors
Okay, just
sex,
so
I
you
think
know
should
I'm
be
not
fine.
human, I'm what is as a
Yeah,
Saiyan,
probably.
and tend to share common
Hello, sir,
personality
sex.
traits, even at
Hello,
young
sex,
ages.
what's up?
Being a warlike people,
Hey, you, how
they
you
share
doing,
an innate
sex?
enjoyment for conflict and fighting, choosing violence over peace with other races. Saiyans are typically very aggressive and hard-headed, with short explosive tempers. Don't worry, I'm not like that. Seconds
Let's
just
characterize an entire
chuckles.
race as a
If
bunch
I
of
thought you
violent
were like that,
warhawks.
we would be having a different discussion. So show me your power,
We're
Lucky.
characterizing them
Lucky
as orcs.
nods.
Got it.
This is my
I
base
mean,
form.
yeah.
Seconds
they do
nods,
have the
then
power
Luck
of
closes his
imagination.
eyes and goes SSJ. Seconds and Graifa are
really
shocked
are
at how
just orcs,
powerful
then.
this is. Lucky opens his eyes. They go from a black to a
Orcs, but with
blue,
better
and
skin.
his hair is blonde, and then he speaks.
What are you, racist?
The Super Saiyan transformation, and all of its
He's a
variants,
guard player, so
drastically
yes.
increase the Saiyan's
I am,
speed,
by
strength,
definition,
and power.
Yeah, that's
required
The
fair.
to be
user's
racist.
fighting strength multiplies
Excellent.
by a factor of
Pedro, clip
50,
that.
as shown by Goku, who had a fighting strength of 3 million in his base form, but 150 million upon
mean,
achieving Super
sure, go
Saiyan
it.
for
I
the
don't feel
first
bad about that
time.
one.
Yes,
Goku is the second person to get this. What I am is a Saiyan that is made up of two different Saiyans, Goku and Vegeta, doing a weird dance called fusion.
Yep.
Of course.
Yep. As one does.
The numbers, ways, and what do they mean?
The numbers. Yep.
That was a high quality story.
That was the story.
That was something. Can't hear you all over how loud this bitch is. Look, I dubbed that by 40 fucking decibels. I cannot tell you.
Yeah, it was pretty loud at first. Also at the end, to be honest, but I mean, not as bad.
But yeah, anyway, so the dude's a fucking incel.
Graph was just like, bruh, how did this man manage to be such an incel?
No bitches?
Bitchless? Unfortunately, you are maidenless.
So wait, what was the one you just sent? Oh yeah, you're right, yeah. Harem stealer. I'm in a body that isn't my own. I'm in a world full of supernatural beings and then some. I have low magic, no bloodline, no sacred gear. All I have is dating sim gamer. But I will make the girls leave the protagonist harem. There will be no NTR. All of the girls will leave of their own will.
That does not.
That's still NTR.
In this story, 3 stages below Sneaky. The Gamer's Guide to Necromancy.
The Yasuki edition. So to summarize, this is the version of Dark Wolf Shiro's fanfiction, but it's my version of it. Okay.
Amazing.
Riveting. Betrayed Dragon of Domination and Protection. Those things are typically a little bit different. Issei Hayudo, known as the Red Dragon Emperor, for some reason not capitalized, gets betrayed by his mates. I'm bad at summaries.
He's also bad at writing, just in general.
Someone should write a fic called Incel Gamer. Tempting.
That exists.
Yeah, Garen fucking Teed. the the fucking DxD Overlord story there, Sneaky.
Nope.
131 chapters.
Of course, it's a Harry Potter fanfic.
The glorification. Oh my. Okay, click it. Click it.
Severus gets insulted by a stranger and needs help understanding the insult. A while back, someone left a review on my stories complaining that I was glorifying the Nazi incel, referring to Snape. I need to write Snape's reaction to this insult. Obviously, I'm taking the liberty of transferring the term incel with all of its current implications to 1990s Britain. 1990s, okay, so no bitches. Nazi no bitches. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the narrative is not bad.
Yeah, this is actually okay written for being a fucking Snape Hermione story.
Yeah.
Which is definitely pipe bomb worthy.
Merchandise, tasteless theories of robes. The Voldemort mirrors, which showed customers what they looked like if they were Voldemort. That's actually kind of funny.
What does it do? Does it just take their nose off?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. May also makes you a snake. But mostly just removes your nose.
There was even a product called the Lovegood Linguist, which translated anything someone said into incomprehensible but wise-sounding gibberish. That's pretty based as well. Okay. The Prince's Tale. Of course, it's a fucking romance story. Oh, God. The glorification of the Nazi incel. Nazi incel. He knew what a Nazi was. What the fuck was it? And then Hermione shows up and starts rules lawyering people. Yeah. I mean, hey, look. It's a really fucking long one shot. It's got decent spelling and grammar, and it's got some humor in it that actually made me laugh. So
it's actually okay.
yeah, it's not bad.
As much as I hate saying that, it is actually okay.
Naruto versus Voldemort. What the fuck?
That's really not much of a contest. Like, Voldemort's not going to lose because he can't die.
Yeah.
Well, also because Naruto won't go for killing blows.
I mean, yeah, that's a double, you know.
Oh wow, a DxD Ruby story. Ruby Rose, Huntress Extraordinaire, sacrificed herself in the battle against Salem. Instead of death, she was reborn into a new world of limitless possibilities. Memories occasionally come back to haunt her, and a chip on her shoulder when it comes to God screwing over humanity. What could ever go wrong? Ruby DxD crossover with hints of fate.
All right.
Excellent. Your death
People
is scheduled
play
for 9:30 a.m.
That's what this story is called. People play games.
Oh no. Is that fucking Harry Potter DxD and Game of Thrones?
No.
Mm,
I think he's just a person who read the games we play. Because of the name, people play
no.
games, the games we play.
Yeah, but the summary.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The summary.
Yeah.
Wait, is this a sequel story? Hang
No.
on. Yeah, okay, so wait. This motherfucker. The games people play. We play people's games. And people play games.
Wow.
That's 3 of his stories. I want to actually strangle this guy.
I hate that Ryugi's popular story was that one. Because it's fucking awful. It's so fucking bad. And it's inspired so many people, just like Dark Wolf Shiro. It's inspired so many fucking people, and it's just awful.
Yeah. I mean, like this is just. I mean, it does warn us it contains a lot of cringe. But, I mean. It is fanfiction, not net. That much was obvious.
Yeah. Old guy's brother left Westeros for next world. Again, this can be read as a, nah, it's not a complete standalone. Mr. Cringe is present. Mr. Crack is here too. The game is still extreme hard mode, so he has to face devils, angels, dragons, anything in between. Insert times multi. He is still a greedy bastard. He is in World of Big Boobs and likes it. 11 stories.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Max, are you ready for some writing wisdom from this author?
Sure, lay it on me.
Did you know that in every single good story that exists, you are capable of putting yourself into it? You are
I want to
capable
smack
of
this author.
empathizing with the hero and judging their mistakes and sharing in their glory. That's patently false.
Someone's got to tell him.
Yeah, I love, I enjoy Game of Thrones. I haven't read much of it. I watched a little bit of it. So I read like 2 books and I watched a couple episodes here and there. I liked it. I never was like, oh yeah, but I only like it because I can empathize with, X character. No, I liked it because the characters were all different and they all had their motivations, which guided them to do different things. Cool. I liked Lord of the Rings because it was a tale of bad guys die and good guys survive, and when the good guys did die, they had big death scenes that really were
Impactful.
impactful and had lots of meaning to them. Like the fucking Sam and Frodo last scene before they throw the ring in, where Sam, throws away all of their camping equipment because he won't need it because Sam thinks they're gonna die. So there's no point in carrying camping equipment because they won't need it going back because they're not going back. When he's been
But
carrying
Sneaky,
it this whole time, kind of like holding on to this dream of being able to return home after everything is said and done. And like there's a lot of meaning in it, all of that, and none of it requires me to imagine myself there with them.
but Sneaky, could you tell what's gonna happen by page and age 5?
I could tell what would happen by page in age 5, considering I started reading The Hobbit at what, 9?
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't remember the first time I read The Hobbit, but it was pretty friggin' young.
Yeah. Most of all, wondering what you would do if you were the hero. I mean, sure, yeah, I'll have those idle daydreams of even series that I don't like. Because it's just funny. Because it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna walk in, I'm gonna be a smartass, and then it goes nowhere beyond that. Because I don't really put a lot of effort into thinking about it, because I don't really fucking care. And I don't think I'm gonna be the hero. Rarely, if ever. Usually I'm making things worse.
Face. I mean, hero is relative, you know. One man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter.
Yeah,
How Kurdish of you.
indeed. When the
Exactly.
question comes, if I was the hero of the story, how the bloody hell did I get there? If you wake up in the Harry Potter verse, does that mean you're inside J.K. Rowling's head? Have a bad dream? And most of all, is it all real? A, that's way too deep, and B, at the same time, it's really fucking shallow. Are you just a bad dream in J.K. Rowling's head? I'm sure if J.K.
God, I
Rowling
wish.
read Harry Potter fanfiction, you would absolutely be a bad dream in J.K. Rowling's head. But being
Yeah.
that J.K. Rowling probably doesn't even know a Harry Potter fanfiction exists.
No,
No,
she,
okay,
she
Sneaky.
knows.
I'm sure she knows it exists. She doesn't want to touch it.
Yeah, she knows, but
She wishes she
keeps a
didn't.
long fucking distance between. God.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just really, really flimsy armchair philosophy.
Yeah, Sneaky. You know the theory that like 95% of the internet is just made by bots?
Yeah.
Or the other theory that like everyone except you on the internet is a bot, just designed to make you content. Yeah, like sometimes I forget that's just a theory looking at sites, whether it's fanfiction or Reddit or
I
Twitter or
always
whatever.
get reminded that it's just a theory because
Yeah.
the bots would
Like-
write faster than these people.
True. But like what if
But
the bots are
Sneaky, they have to
designed
convince you
within a
that they're
delay
human.
just to fuck with you?
I wouldn't put it past an AI to do that to me.
Exactly. Like
Mickey
we've
does it
seen-
well enough.
Exactly. We've seen what Mickey does to you.
Yeah.
And to the rest of us, to be honest. That fucker.
Speaking of which, did you hear what happened with the Faceless's campaign?
Oh, no.
The Nat ones continued, and apparently the Dice Gods have just decided that this entire
Yes.
campaign is just going to be a runaway train car.
Excellent.
Like this entire
Excellent.
fucking campaign, it's just going to be completely uncontrolled by any of us, including the DM.
Based.
Wait, so the DM's
Believe
also
it.
got rolls going on his side?
Oh yeah, no, he's
Yes.
got
He rolled 4 ones in a row when he was making encounters.
Yeah, he was
Oh.
making encounter tables. Yeah.
Oh no.
It's great. It's great. Like the ones aren't bad per se. Like he basically makes 100 ideas, and he rolls a D100 dice for what those ideas are going to be, in this encounter. And he rolled the same idea 4 times for how those
Aliens.
encounters were structured, and it's all fucking aliens.
Amazing.
You can't make this shit up. This campaign is
great.
cursed the
This
hell and
campaign
back.
is so fucking great because we also have the hero, which is it's Aura, right? Yeah, it's Aura. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aura's
I did a run up.
So our
I did a
entire
runaway
fucking
chosen
group
one.
is like this ragtag motley band, except for Aura. Aura here is playing the lawful good hero who ran away from their prophecy because they didn't want to get caught up in that whole hero shit, and they kind of just wanted to have a normal-ish life. And so they joined this really weird group of people who were going out to these far-off ruins to both get away from her kingdom and also, see the world effectively. And so far, the entire party got downed by this demon, except for the hero, who at last HP got a crit off and killed the demon. And then the party touched the gold, and the gold was cursed, and everyone got cursed, except for the hero, who got a crit off and resisted the curse.
So what I'm hearing is the hero is learning that the universe is punishing them for running away from their destiny.
And then
I wasn't even here. That's amusing. It's the Faceless was rolling for me.
It gets even better. So then we get outside of the vault, and then the guy who killed us in the first session shows up. He's like, I'm gonna fuck you guys up again, and he kills off Bayo. And then the hero gets a crit off and kills him. And then
Apparently
he
I
turns
did
into
well
a
as well.
dragon. And then the hero gets a crit off and nearly kills the dragon, at which point Gray's character revolvers him to death.
No, yeah, a
Sounds
revolver
like
or a bomb.
suffering.
And consistently, just consistently, it's every single moment where it's like, oh, this is a moment for a hero to shine. Guess whose character starts rolling nat 20s?
So
Our
the dice gods
campaign-
decided that.
Yeah, the dice gods have decided.
you want
Okay,
your
so Or is the one getting nat 20s then, from what I'm.
Yeah.
Okay,
somehow.
so he's the real secret. He's the real main character, but no one else wants to accept it. This is how it's being balanced out. That's what I'm hearing.
Pretty much.
Last session was so bad we had to drag Gray and another player's characters out from the AFK area because we were about to get team killed otherwise.
Amazing.
And then I'm playing Gray's character. Then the enemy is like in the astral realm. One of the dogs, like he had a pair of hellhounds or whatever. One appears. I nat 20 Gray's character and they shoot the dog the moment it appears.
Yeah. It was just like, God
Hitball
fucking
moment,
damn it.
hitball moment. Wait, actually, no. ATF moment.
Yeah, it was an ATF moment.
Or the Fed.
Because we were stealing all of his money.
Yeah, that just reinforces it. Or the Fed.
But yeah, good old fun times. Anyway, so if you know the story, will you sit on your ass and follow canon, afraid to change anything, or will you save the damsel in distress and mess up everything and have fun as much fun as possible? Well, okay, that really depends. So like, if you ended up in say Warhammer, there is effectively nothing you can do to divert
Change
any plot.
anything.
Yeah, you're not changing anything.
Like, here's the thing. Unless you get control of an enormous warp-capable vessel, you're not changing anything. And for the record, my contribution to the 40k universe would be, I will acquire a warp-capable 40k ship, and I'm going to ram it into the Blackstone Fortress outside Cadia and try to keep Cadia from being destroyed. That's the biggest difference you can make.
Yeah. But then, like,
Granted, you had to make it there.
So just having
Yes.
fun,
And not get blown up.
Yeah, just having fun at that point would be pretty much all you can do. But if
Look,
it's like,
if
I don't know.
ended up in 40k, I would just kill myself, to be honest.
No,
Yeah, probably.
Reroll.
I would.
Listen, even if I didn't get a reroll, I'd be like, no, it's
This
gonna
isn't
be
worth it.
Look, the void of purgatory
I don't know.
is preferable
I would be
to fucking
cautious about
40K.
killing yourself because that might just end up with you being in the Chaos God hands.
Look,
I
don't care
No,
at that point.
like Sneaky, as long as you haven't like sworn your soul to them, unless you're like directly on top of some kind of demonic nonsense, you're fine.
If you're in a demonic realm on a demonic planet in a demonic incursion or killed by a demonic cultist, yes, or weapon, you're not going there unless you've sworn yourself.
No,
Yes,
I mean,
like if it's like
okay, no, you say kill yourself. All I'm saying is if you have chosen death anyway, you might as well go out in the funniest manner possible, which is trying to get as high up in the hierarchy as possible, kicking down the doors and accusing someone of being a chaos cultist in the higher reaches because there's a 50-50 shot of either them shooting you and then you're dead anyway, or it actually turns out they are a Chaos Cultist, go, oh shit, I have been revealed, and then they go full Chaos Cultist.
Yes, I was
going to
say in typical 40k
Oh
fashion.
shit, it's the Inquisitor.
In typical 40k fashion, they go, I've been found out. I must activate my hideous plan early.
Yeah, and then suddenly everyone's like, how did you know? And you're just like, I just knew.
Yeah,
No, Siki, that's when you go, the
Inquisitor.
Emperor gave me this insight
Yeah,
when he returned me
the
to life.
Emperor gave me this insight. I'm gonna go keep accusing people who are Chaos Cultists. And then you just keep doing that till someone shoots you.
Yeah, but Sneaky, see, the issue here is that takes effort.
Yeah, but it's really funny.
Yeah, if you know 40k, which I barely do.
Oh, we don't need to know
On-
40k at all. All you have to do is assume that the upper echelons of government is corrupt, and then just go accuse one of them.
Oh. Yeah,
To
fair
be
enough.
fair, 99% of the time you will be correct that the government is corrupt, but
It's just
like
a matter
50
of
I was gonna say,
which.
it's like a 50-50 shot as to whether or not they actually follow chaos.
Yeah. So
Either way, you can absolutely just murder them.
yeah, like I said,
if you have the right
it's
stuff.
like on one hand, they might just shoot you and you're dead anyway. So objective of suicide is completed. On the other hand, you just started a civil war, which is hilarious.
No, not particularly.
No,
The
that's pretty
Civil
funny.
War is not really a thing unless stuff gets real bad. It mostly because the lower class are caste based on every single planet.
Yeah.
And they are hard caste. To where the only people that are worse are the ethereals.
Oh.
And Tau.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm pointing out that you caused a civil war by making people reveal that they're chaos cultists, causing everyone else associated with them to reveal that they're chaos cultists, and then you have to do this whole fight against the own military and government because it turns out they're all chaos cultists. Usual stuff. 40k. What will you do? Will you go for one girl or more? Fucking. That's assuming a lot. Assuming I'll go for even
Assumes
one.
a lot.
How many are the limit? Probably one. I've had to deal with women all my life. I don't really want to deal with that many in a relationship like that. In the real world, harems are a nightmare. So we have them in our fantasies. Yeah, because in fantasies we can treat women like objects. We are greedy as Pokemon
you mean
catchers. We want
fantasies?
to fuck them all. I mean, this author's just proving my point. These are the main themes of all of my stories. I write from my point of view, and I tell you why I get the harems. In no way can you take any of my stories seriously. I try to finish them all. I hate it when good stories stop halfway. I learned the English. Okay, so. I don't use a beta because most betas are old and they probably don't remember fanfiction anymore. Okay.
Only if they're lucky.
Only if they're.
Yeah, it just means the fucking beta system on FFN.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's the only way to get the beta in this whole entire world.
Yep. They have a monopoly on it.
Yep.
Alright, so ladies
The
and
same
gentlemen,
fucking government.
It's past 9 o'clock, so we will bid you adieu. And we'll see you next time on Tuesday. Always more in it.
Always more,
gets worse.
always worse.